Look at this, guys. We were just on the road here, and look what we found, this little ball rolling out in the middle of the road here in Africa, here in Zimbabwe. And look, it's this dung beetle. You probably can't see him from your angle. There's this little guy just kicking this ball. It's really a ball of poop, which is pretty nasty, dung, where he gets the name from. There's a couple more up the way. Oh, the other one's already moved off the road. We did hit one as we were driving, and we kind of broke the little ball that he rolled so perfectly, so he had to patch it back up. But look at the way this little guy goes. So guys, we were just driving around looking for animals, and we saw all of these vultures, as you guys just saw here. The vultures have cleared it to the trees, and also the lions that have made this kill over here. There's a wildebeest that the lions have gotten right here. Let's see what happened. So the lions have cleared off, and so have the vultures as we pulled in. They're very, very scared of us. They don't like the car. They don't really want to be around people. They want to be in private. And so the lions, the hungry lions, are definitely out here somewhere. If Max from the zoo was out here, I probably wouldn't want to be standing right here right now. But I think we're okay right now. The vultures are still waiting for us to leave, and I'm sure the lions are watching very closely as well. So what we're gonna do is set up a camera for when the lions come back. If we find the lions and get them on the camera, we'll come back tomorrow night and try to see them firsthand. We'll come here, set up a tree fort, and wait for the lions to come back. It is now the next morning. We're back and we're here to check the cameras because, as you can see behind me, there are a lot of bones left, and this wildebeest is basically all eaten. The lions have come back. Probably the hyenas will come in next, but we are going to check the cameras now. Let's see what's on the cards. How crazy was that, guys? Such an amazing way to capture that footage while not being there. Had we have been there, we probably would have scared the lions away by making too much noise. They just would have known that we were there. It seemed to be a mom and her two cubs that probably left the pride for safety, and those cubs are looking a little bit big right now, so they're probably gonna link up with the pride again. But those guys seem to clean up everything between them and all of the massive vultures that you guys saw the clips of. they picked that wildebeest clean, and then probably later the hyenas will come in as the cleanup crew and clean up the bones from that carcass. But we sadly cannot set up any leftover meat because there is none to make the tree fort and try to see the lions again tonight. So I think the plan for tonight is to go and try to cruise the roads around here and see if we can find any African rock pythons in this area. The African rock python is a huge snake, one of the largest snakes in the world. A lot like the pythons we catch back at home, and they can get up to around 20 feet long. So if we found one of those monsters tonight, I would just be ecstatic. That is the plan for tonight. Let's see what we find. Got a big beautiful scorpion that Nick found tonight in our campsite. So instead of killing it, because we don't want to get stung by it, obviously he's got this big stinger up here. Big gnarly scorpion here in Zimbabwe. Woo! But instead of killing it, we're just letting it go away from our camp here. Got it on the shovel. Let's see here, buddy. Oh, there you go. So we have a big African rock python here. Not too huge, but he's pretty nice. Let's see. Let's push in here. Might have to throw you the camera if he starts taking off. He thinks he's hidden. He was just out on the road here as we're cruising home. You can see some scales in there. But we're gonna grab him here and see just how big he is. He thinks he's hidden. I got my apple in my pocket. Was just eating in the car. Oh, there he goes. He's turning around a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Big, beautiful African rock python. My first one ever. Very similar to the Burmese python back at home. We'll get him in front of the car light here. Put this light down here on the road. Woo! Look at this. Just a big, beautiful snake here. And you can see how the pattern is very similar to those Burmese pythons that you might have seen on the channel before. Just a little more blotched together. I'd say he's about 8 foot long, maybe even 9. And he was just cruising these roads, probably hunting. And he's kind of getting grumpy now, but he doesn't seem to be too mad. It's okay, big boy. Woo! This is our last night of the trip, technically. And was hoping to get on one of these the whole trip. We've been looking and looking and looking day and night, and finally cruising home tonight. We just caught the end of his tail crossing the road. Had we have been a couple seconds late, we wouldn't have seen this guy. He would have been in the bushes and off on his way. But that's what we're gonna leave him to do now. Don't want to be too loud. We got lions and all sorts of craziness out here. Look at this guy. What a beautiful snake. I'm gonna grab the flashlight here again. Now you might be able to see the pattern a little bit better instead of just the car lights. Beautiful, beautiful snake. And these guys are actually protected here in Zimbabwe because they don't want people taking them for their skins. So very good job by the government here. He's trying to back off into the bushes. Come here. Come here. I'm not gonna hurt you. If I wasn't holding him gently by his neck, he would probably try to latch on to me. Just a beautiful snake, and what a treat to be able to come across one. Out here it is so thick right now. These guys just blend right in. Hopefully this guy will get up to be a big 15-footer. Boy or girl, we're gonna let him or her go on her way. She's just kind of sitting in the road right now. She seems a little weak. You can see she's thinner here. Don't strike me now. We've had a really good interaction. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think she was just turning off the road. I don't think she was coming at me aggressively, but she's on her way now.